Hello ladies and gentlemen, Captain Vlad here. I hope you're doing fine, and after a longer break, well, it wasn't really a break, it was kind of a choppy things here and there that I've been producing recently. I have to apologize because of that, because the reason is I am not a full professional YouTube recording fella. You know, I'm not an influencer per se. I'm not somebody who makes money off YouTube. Just love gaming, and I've been gaming for like 30 years, man. Like, I've been a gamer 30 years, and I've been working in the gaming industry for 15 years right now. So, and I do this for fun, you know. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I found a really good job recently, a good position. But it's 12 hours days, man. It's just like you go up in that job. So I wasn't able to record as much as I would love to, but I will give my best to fix those things well in the coming weeks, and I'm certain I will. So right now, let's go back to our favorite pastime, Star Trek New Horizons, and I have to say kudos to the boys and girls from the mod. They have managed to put this up almost as soon as the 2.0 was out, as soon as Apocalypse was out. Well, as far as the Apocalypse goes, and yeah, I had some good stuff, but there was also some meh stuff. But yeah, without further ado, let's go and play as the Borg. We haven't been doing this for a while, and we're gonna put this on insane difficulty. Yep. We do not want the Iron Man mod. Why? Because we cannot get any achievements in this game. So, and we'll leave everything else as its big galaxy, just so you see this. Boom. Shut up, Wesley. Well, yeah. Everybody likes to dump on Wesley. That's not fair. Wesley is a person too, I guess. I haven't played Star Trek New Horizons at all, I would say, with this Apocalypse thingy, and I was, pardon me, I was trying to put in some hours with Apocalypse to see how the vanilla system is working. Why is this so slow? Oh yeah, guess who's coming to dinner? Pavel Chekhov, that was from the undiscovered country. Okay, here we go. By the way, they have renewed UI, and of course, if you want to play more, we have to play with the Borg UI. That's how it is. So yeah, let's begin. What do we do? Neuroelectric force field. That's it. We'll take this one. Tire blocker, screen chamber. Produces. Let's go with this one. And cone, ice cone. Let's go with this one. Good. Now we can unpause this. Although, is the music a little bit slightly too loud? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Where is it?
Allow me to introduce myself.
Playing the Borg. Yeah. Go away, Q. Shut up. We had this talk before. We play as a Borg, and we have the Borg UI. Thank you very much. And let's just switch to something else. Yes. I don't know. Let me check the music setting. You usually have to set a little bit like this. Yeah, I can always adjust that, but it's better to have it, you know, good, set well from the very start. So let's take the governor, 8 of 8. Boom. So let's unpause this. Yeah. See how the space and the universe looks. Oh, no lanes. Well, there will be in a second, yeah, I guess. Science vessel, survey system here. Boom, will send you on some paths. Yes. Yep. Good. Construction ship, you wait a little bit. Let's see what we can build here. There is one single thing that I am not, thrilled by when I play as the Borg. This is it. I don't see difference between the fields, but it's just the nature of Borg, that's it. Let's see what we got here. We have a Borg in production. What can we build here? Hydroponics bay. What is this? What is this? Bionutrients. What? This is new, is it? We produce 49 and consume 37. That's new, is it? That's the food equivalent. Okay, we guess we need food now. Well, that's the Borg life. Good. And where's the fleet manager? I like the new fleet manager, I have to be honest. Let's see if we have sufficient where's the influence? These are the nanites. Oh, interesting. Let's see, read the description. Nanites or influence represents political cloud. Oh yeah, so it's main thing. Edicts, claims, building outposting with factions. Basically this is influence, just called nanites. Alright, what we got here? Ship upkeep -10. No. Fire rate plus, I mean it is better. Starblight speed, fire rate and army damage. Let's go for this one. I like 4 of 9. Maybe we'll run into 7 of 9 at some point. Who knows? Starbase. Good. And the shipyard. Hey ho, hum. What we got here? Naval depot. Naval capacity +5. Let's skip on that for the time being. Now let's continue. Let's speed this up just oh so slightly. This is it. This one is doing the research. Good. Escape pods. Transwarp conduit. Okay, let me pause for a second. What is the transwarp conduit? It's just... Is it just a warp engine or... Yeah? Because I think this time they will be able to have transwarp ability to, you know, zip from wherever they want to go to. Okay. Good, maybe let's build another science ship. Yes. And let us recruit yet another scientist. Boom. Someone who can anomaly discover. Anomaly discovery chance plus 10%, anomaly failure is plus 10%. That's a nonsense. Well, research. Let's take this fella. Let's wait for this beautiful this science ship to be built. Fully built. Good, here we are. Sign leader, this fella, and let's send you here. I can't wait to get automatic exploration. I love automatic exploration. Should have been in the game from where they start, but yeah. Queen Chamber. Opulent Queen Chamber. Empire unique. Alright. Crew quarters on station. This is good. Tactical drone. What do we need most? Let's take this here. And engineering lab 2. Definitely. Upgrade these guys. I love with the apocalypse the addition of this house. So no, let's upgrade these fellas. Good. Let's set them to very aggressive, orbital bombardment to, what is this, light, moderate, and massive. They don't have Armageddon. Heavy, massive. Well, this could be Armageddon, I believe, you know, what's in the vanilla game. Probably is. Good, let's see. How long does it take for this Borg to be created? Oh, what? Oh, that's a long time, huh? They work better when they assimilate others. Okay, got that. So here we are, back in black. And if you don't mind, it just might be must be. What was that? Broke my thong, not thong. A tongue. Okay, I might be doing a little bit of, oh, let's do physics lab. A little bit of raging about, let's say, Star Trek Discovery. How about that? So, by now Star Trek Discovery is over. And where's my coffee? Where did I put my coffee? Oh, here it is. Star Trek Discovery is over, and I'm wondering, like, how do people, really feel about that thing? Damn, this is slow. So, yeah, where were we? Star Trek Discovery. Well, the show is over now, and let's quickly see what we can do here. APS manifold. Yes. Maturation chamber 2, yes. Omnidirectional impulse array, this sounds good as well. So, how did you guys like it? What did you feel about Star Trek Discovery? I was really keen on making an entire video about it, but I cannot be bothered to actually, oh God forgive me, go in and edit all those clips and stuff, and then have the, it just simply bothers me. Maybe it's much more interesting to talk about it like this, huh? So, no, not much more interesting, more easier. Let's build a first outbase. Outbase. How did I manage to say it? I haven't been in this game for a while now, yeah. It's obvious. Oh, let's see how expensive is it right now to... Oh, it's pretty expensive. Pretty expensive, I would say. Okay, let's leave it at that. Sustained cutting beam, this sounds good. Depending on which end of that cutting beam you are. If you're on the receiving end, you don't like it as much. Oh, educational reforms. Yay, let's take those. Magnetometric charge. Ordinarium polyweave. Let's take this one. System surveyed. Good. Let's continue. Now, we should also build another construction ship to improve the speed of our expansion. Yes. So at the very beginning, stuff happens fairly quick. So normal discovery chance. Let's take that one. And construction vessel, you go here. So yeah, to be blunt and straightforward, my opinion regarding Star Trek Discovery is that it's neither Star Trek nor is it Discovery. It's a decent show, let's say it like that, but if we take it according to the Star Trek measures, it fails on so many points. Yeah, I find myself watching it from time to time, even if it's, let's take the Borg cutting beam. Yes, Borg cutting beam. So, but I'm not thrilled by it. There are so many faults with that game. Let's just slow this down a little bit so I can talk about it as well as we're doing this stuff. So there's so many mistakes with Star Trek Discovery, and even I'm a tolerant person. Trust me when I say that. You cannot really know, but trust me. So whenever I see a new Star Trek show, I'm not like, oh, they suck because they're not like Kirk or Picard or whatnot. No. The thing is, everybody should be judged on their own merit. Nobody should be, I don't know, being compared to Picard from the very get-go. I mean, like, Sisko was nothing like Picard, and while very cool and very, moral and ethical person, Janeway was nothing like Picard, I mean, head full of hair, and she was a girl. Differences were obvious, but she was tough. She was great. She was awesome. However, let's get this one as well. A bit farther away, but we'll do it. So, yeah, Star Trek Discovery is nothing like Star Trek, and I don't mind if I walk onto no, I'm not walking in, I'm just watching the Star Trek Discovery bridge just like you guys, and if we say stuff that's beyond what we are used to, let's say, look at this, these controls are so modern and they have holograms. I'm not especially bothered by that. It's just a part of the show. You cannot, you have to understand, I'm not one of those guys who is saying, oh my god, you have to have Klingons painted with the shoe brill cream, you know, a little bit brown color in the face. That's how the Klingons looked in the old show, because they had no money, no budget to make any, or no specific good knowledge when it comes to that, to, you know, really represent Klingons. By the time of the Next Generation, everything has advanced, and you got that cool Klingon look we are all gotten used to, that Klingon look that endured until the very reset of the bloody show. And with Star Trek, when we got these... wait a minute. Yeah, I think it was Star Trek Into Darkness. I don't think we have seen any Klingons in the first movie, rebooted movie in the Kelvin universe, whatever they want to call it, or like that. But suddenly Klingons changed, became like these metrosexual-like guys. Like, okay, good, not bad. I mean, alright, if you want to go that way, let's go that way. And I'm not nitpicking much about it, but you see, if you say this is Star Trek, you need to abide by the rules of Star Trek. You understand? But basically, when you're writing a book or an article, but let's stick to a book, let's stick to an imaginary universe. You set up rules of that universe, and you're not allowed to break them unless there is a good reason. For example, we have Picard. And we have Picard, who is a good Mr. Goody Shoe for like 15 seasons, you know, and suddenly somebody comes along and Picard, you know, pulls out the knife and stabs him in the gut. And we're like, oh my god, no, that's so out of character, right? So that's not according to the rules. That's not what we know about Picard. This is not what we know about the Federation. This is not what we know about the Klingons. So the writing in the entire show is so lame. It is filled with mistakes, but because you have different writers and everybody is competing to do something new, something nobody has ever done before, you know, and they end up making junk. I'm sorry, but you know, let's leave it for now. They just make junk. So for example, and they give up on storylines. So let's stick with the Klingons. First of all, I dislike Klingons hugely in this one for several different reasons. Let me see if we have any edicts we can do. Oh, I love this part. You see, in Apocalypse you can also have, you can spend energy on these, on edicts. Let's see, educational reform, leader experience gain, this is good. Growth speed. Let's go with this one alone, for the time being. Good, let's take this resource. So, Klingons. We know how Klingons are. They are warlike, honorable, although not everybody, but a lot of them. Worf was like our Proto Klingon, and we were like, Worf rules, because, hell, Worf rules, and he does rule. He ruled everywhere, like in Star Trek Next Generation and Deep Space Nine too. It was like, Worf is a man's man, you know, like, just take Picard and give him some bloodlust, and that's it, you know. He knew what was right and what wasn't right, you know? But he was much more carnal, you know, from that side. And suddenly, you have Star Trek Discovery. What happens? You get these Klingons who are behaving. First of all, they look differently than the old Klingons, but okay, they look like lizard people. Alright, happens. Yeah, let's just close eyes and okay, that did happen. Klingons need an upgrade. They need a change. Okay, good. But they're Klingons still. But they're not. Why? Many different reasons. Number one, in my book, not the first thing that we discovered about them, but they are cannibals. And in the terms that they are actually eating members of opposite species. Can you imagine that? And I was thinking, like, why would I, as a Federation, ever make peace with somebody who might effectively be willing to eat us. Yeah, I know now you will say, oh yeah, but Terran Empire, they also eat Kelpians. Well, it's also nonsense and crap and bullshit. So, I have to edit that one out. Sensitive YouTube. But that's the deal. Bad writing. Why would Borg, because I'm looking at Borg, why would they suddenly start eating other intelligent species? You don't do that, ever. That's how it is. But okay, let's do it. Let's just, we can't do anything about it, so let's just, endure it, as they say. So, what happens next? We have Klingons in the very first couple of episodes that they get destroyed because they are behaving un-Klingon-like. They are trying to salvage the dead. And one of the major things that Kalas taught Klingons is that after death, Klingon body is an empty shell. There is a body of glory or glory or something in, I believe, it's second season somewhere in an episode in Star Trek, where these Klingons come on board and they're with Worf, and they teach him stuff. So he hasn't had so much contact with Klingons, but they appear to be rebels and they get killed and they're not nice guys or whatnot. And at the end, they all repeat all the time, both these rebels and other Klingons, that what they leave behind, the body, is an empty shell. Do with it what you please. And that's it. Boom. And here, in Star Trek Discovery, Klingons are picking up their dead. Alright. They're also not behaving all too honorably. Whatever they do, they're not really honorable. I never saw that for 1 second and say, oh my, this is an honorable warrior race. Not for a moment. But that's it. It is what it is. So that's one of my gripes that I have. Star Trek Discovery. Klingons have been changed visually, behaviorally. The lore, the canon has been violated. But you want to know why? Here's the reason. You and I, and I assume that you're an actual Star Trek, old school Star Trek fan, we are obsolete. No, we still think that a brand has a meaning, but it does to us. To us, Star Trek means something more than just a series. It's a philosophy. But these days, to companies like CBS, Star Trek is a product. It's a brand name they want to tag on whatever they feel like, and that is it. So what happens? Well, essentially, and I hope you don't dislike me for talking too much and playing too little, but let's speed this up a little bit. And reset speed, let's get this one. So basically, they are aiming at the Generation Y millennials who have no idea about Star Trek, because we are going to watch Star Trek anyway. It doesn't matter how crappy it gets. We're gonna be watching it, and they know it, and they go like, haha, you suckers, but yeah, I feel sad for you, but yeah, you're gonna watch this anyway. So let's see, this one is making Starbase heal. Let's do this one. Good. So this is how they think, this is how they work, and actually it works out for them. It's not a huge deal, So yeah, you just have to accept the fact that the money is #1 driving force. And let me tell you something else about why Star Trek Discovery also sucks, but not from the point, oh my god, it's not Star Trek anymore, it's also not Discovery, but also from the point that writing is so pitiful. They establish an arc, and the show starts to say, okay, this is not the normal Star Trek environment, this is a war novel, this is a war drama. But suddenly, that kind of shifts. And it's not about war drama, you have a Klingon Tekuvma, and you just think, okay, this will be a huge epic arc story about Tekuvma, who will be either conquered by Michael Burnham, who will mess up everybody, and or he will come to terms and change himself and offer a hand of freedom, you know, on brothership and whatnot to the Federation. That would be nice arcs, but no, we gotta kill Federation. Why? Because they threaten our unity. No, they are not. It's just poor storytelling, or he is being so transparent with his lies. Usually, when a country needs to establish itself, when different factions need to align themselves and you know, pull in the same direction, you need an outside enemy, and this would be Federation. But everything we know about Klingon Empire is that they're vastly stronger than the Federation, so why consider them a potential enemy at all? So nonsense. But as we push forward, Takuma dies at the very beginning, but so nothing, and there's Vok, and okay, then I will focus on the Vok, and Vok is there for a couple of episodes, and then L'Rell tells him you have to sacrifice everything. I was like, okay, well, let's do this then, you know, if I have to, I have to, you know. And he disappears off stage and returns as, spoiler alert, Ash Tyler. But here comes another thing. Vok never plays a significant role in this series at all. It's just Tyler who is suffering PTSD, you know. I know that abbreviation several languages. I have to remember what the correct one is in English. So this is what Tyler is suffering from. So basically what's going on is that we have Tyler who is, you know, being a whiny sissy. I'm gonna be like who, whatever, dude. Nobody cares, not really. And Vok never reappears, and L'Rell actually kills Vok because there's a conflict between Vok and Tyler. Apparently, that's Vok's body, that was Vok's mind, and Tyler's mind was taken as a kind of a copy and grafted like a layer atop of Vok's mind in order to make him pass better as a, you know, human. And I'm like, really? And at the end, you know, L'Rell chooses to kill Vok over Tyrell. Tyrell, my favorite Tyrell from Blade Runner. Sorry about that. But no, this is just, it's just poor writing, poor everything. So you have an arc. It's a war drama. We're going to be focusing on the war drama. No, we're not. Okay, we have Takuma. We're going to focus on him. No, we're not. He's dead. Okay, then we have Vok, and he dies off, and you know, suddenly it's not about you know, anything of these. It's about Lorca, and suddenly Lorca gets a new story, and he is from the Terran Empire, which is, in my humble opinion, one of the laziest twists ever. I was willing to accept Lorca, Jason Isaacs. I mean, I love that guy. He is awesome. He is one of the best British actors ever, and he is so perfectly predisposed to play a tough guy or a villain even. And he was perfect in this role when he was like, I'm Lorca, like I kick ass. I'm the man. I do what needs to be done to get this to, you know, be victorious in this war. And if you have been watching other Star Trek series, you will notice that at some times, not all, but some captains were forced to to go beyond morality and ethical concerns in order to, let me see what we get here. Let's get this one. To get things done. For example, there was Cisco and Dominion Wars, who did some, you know, with Garak, unknowingly, but nonetheless he participated in some shady stuff, you know, and he, you know, accepted it. There was Captain Archer, who did something in the Xindi show in the Star Trek Enterprise when there was this Xindi season, and he you know, basically played a pirate on on a poor ship and left him stranded somewhere just to get their warp drive because he needed to save Earth. Also, what else was there? Yeah, you know, good old Janeway found herself, you know, faced with some serious issues about do I get my crew home or not? Yada yada yada. Let's get this +5 physics. That's should help us a little bit better. So yeah, and this ambiguity. Ambiguity. Oh my god, I need my coffee. Sorry. Talking too much and drinking too little, not enough coffee. That's a problem. Oh, the life's nectar. So it's ambiguity that exists in. Let's send these fella here. I mean this, and yeah, good, looking good. We're spreading slowly, but we are spreading persistently. Maybe another construction ship and another science ship? What do you think? Nah, let's leave it like this. Speaking of which, let's upgrade the fleet. Where we are, 40... Come on. Alright, sounds good. Every new species adds to the collective. That's right. That's how we do it. So, now let's upgrade these babies. Excellent. So this Star Trek Discovery, suddenly Lorca is a bad guy, and that explains everything. And it's, you know, and everybody on Discovery rises up and like, oh, we don't care. We're the true Federation here. We're gonna be doing things, you know, properly. And although people say, yeah, they have been giving clues that the Orca, Jesus, they're leaving clues that Lorca is from Terran Empire all the time. Especially, I suppose that eye thingy, like where he is not seeing well, that should have been a clue. I don't know how much, but yeah, okay, let's see. It should have been. Let's see, it should have been. You know, it's just kind of a convenient way for Federation to have a scapegoat and then get rid of it. And yeah, we did what had to be done and just close our eyes. Now we're playing Mr. Nice Guy as well. But also, there was one episode at the very beginning where Lorca is trying to save another ship, another Federation ship. And Klingons are attacking it, and Lorca is basically putting Discovery on the very edge, and like Discovery is about to be blown to pieces. But he said no, he doesn't care. He just wants to, you know, get these, you know, save these guys. And what happens? It doesn't really sound like a Terran guy, Lorca, you know, does it? I mean, not to me, to be perfectly honest. It sounds like somebody who actually cares about his fellow Federation members. I mean, like, it's just... Yeah, the Star Trek Discovery has so many loopholes, so many bad stories, bad writing. It's incredible. If I were to go through every little single piece of it, for example, just take the tardigrade. Tardigrade was made based on a microscopic animals that we are aware of today, and it basically, that tardigrade looks pretty much like the tardigrade in the Star Trek, so it is really resistible to everything, radiation, minus degrees, whatnot, and it's like this bugger can't be killed. Let's see if we can start building here. Yes, we can. Good. So Tardigrade, when you first meet him, he is on this ship, on the sister ship from Discovery, and people were being killed there by Tardigrade. They were doing the experiments. Tardigrade was their navigator, and it got loose and killed everybody. And when this crew came, when the Discovery crew came on board of this other ship, I forgot the name, whatever, the Tardigrade attacked them viciously and directly, and like no mercy. Boom, I'm going after you. All right. And you know, the scene when Lorca has the tardigrade in his dungeon. Tardigrade attacks him, and he goes like, "Sure, yeah, gotcha, yeah, easy boy," you know, whatnot. And then you have this stupid lieutenant, this gorgeous Indian actress. I forgot her name, and I forgot the name of this lieutenant. I must admit, the majority of characters in Landry something, but the majority of characters actually in Star Trek Discovery are not worth remembering. I cannot remember these guys. You know that that lady on the bridge of Discovery with that piece of metal in her skull and a shaved head, so you can see that metal, and apparently that's like a jibe, you know, against Burnham, who, yeah, we fought there, and I got this medal in my head because of you. I don't know her name. I don't know the name of anybody else on the entire freaking bridge. Why? Because I do not. They are not significant enough for me to pay attention. Tilly is a fun character, and I found her very, very lovable. So, just a second. And yes, I'm back. Work. So, Landry, I believe it was her name. And she goes and tries to push the tardigrade. I don't know what the hell was that. Like, you know, computer release a sleeping agent gas, something in the chambers. You're not sure if that's gonna put that beast to sleep. And you also know that the phasers don't have any effect on it, so why are you picking up a phaser trying to shoot it? Of course, tardigrade mauls her big time, cuts her up, you know, and I think, like, is this like a Quentin Tarantino movie, or is it Star Trek? But spoiler alert, haha, soon those things will be the same, because Quentin Tarantino is going to do a Star Trek movie. God, you know, the jokes never stop. I mean, with all due respect to Quentin Tarantino, who is also a director that I loved some of his movies, you know, Pulp Fiction was awesome, and definitely one of my favorite movies of all times. But don't give him Star Trek. No, he's just gonna be, you know, he's going to abuse their brand. But everybody else is doing this, so why not him too? So, like, yeah, that's the point, I guess, in the very end. So, central fabrication chamber. Very good. Okay, excellent. I wish we had these tile blocker clearers. Okay, we'll get there as well. So, yeah, this is this is how things go. And can we combine these one, two? Yeah, can we? Good. Now that's about right. So that's it. And she releases, opens up this chamber, and Tardigrade jumps out and mauls her, you know, big time, cuts her up, she's dead. Okay, that's another character that's just suddenly and pointlessly drops off the map and nobody cares, so whatever, you know. And the next thing is you have Michael Burnham, and she comes with her big eyes, with her big doe eye. I think this thing is not dangerous at all. I just want to be friendly, just want to be left alone. And I was like, dude, what? Where did you get that? You know, like, oh yeah, that was the impression I got too when she was like ripping that poor Landry in pieces. And actually, it turns out that she's right. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Let's make a pause here. These are new traditions. Was the Borg? Excellent. Let's see, resilience. Fleet command limit. Oh, undying, okay. Army damage, starbase capacity, admiral level cap, good. What's this? Food output increased by plus 20%. Research point bonus. Okay, that's good, that's good. Oh, that's Picard. Perfection. This is good. Okay, what we... Exploration drones. Uh-huh. Let's go with this one. So, and yes, let us continue. What do we do next? Where is our next station? Here? Yeah, it's gonna be here. So, that's it. And suddenly, you know, Michael Burnham is right, and nothing ever, you know, implicated that this would be the case of Tardigrade's behavior at all. But, alright. And there's stuff like that that comes and goes, and you don't just, you know, you kill off important characters, and after a while you don't even care anymore. So it's like, huh, what? I loved Lorca. He was awesome. To me, Captain Gabriel Lorca was the character of Star Trek Discovery. Which, by the way, if you consider every Star Trek show has an abbreviation. And we have a Star Trek, the original series, TOS, you have TNG, you have DS9, and Star Trek Discovery is... yeah, exactly. When I first saw they were going to call themselves like that, I was like, really? You're going to do that? And I was like, oh yeah, I know what's gonna happen. This is gonna happen, and it happened. So yeah. Okay, these guys should get. Let's get an upgrade for you. So, and let our ships, science ships. How many? What do you have to? Oh, that's the last one you're gonna be researching. Huh? So let's add some more ships to your path. You also get to, you know. We also get to increase. No, not increase. What is this? Oh, we forgot this one. Let's do this. All right, let us continue. So yeah, that's about Star Trek Discovery, and let's speed this up a little bit as well. So overall, I did not like the show. There was stuff that I loved. You know, I loved Gabriel Lorca, but when he died, I lost any, you know, I just didn't care anymore because the show was just like, meh. And the ending of the first season was also meh. I mean, and like Federation was ready for some good old genocide, which just says, yeah, push people far enough. Oh, and here's the best part. And I can tell you why it's the best part is. See, when these guys are talking about, oh, crap, diplomacy is relevant. Where are you? Oh boy. Okay, who? Free power. Okay, good. They must be. Uh-oh. They must be dealt with. Containment, Casus Belli. Where are these guys? Rogue drone fleet. Now, let's go back here just for a second and see if we can... Okay, we should build a little bit more of these shipyards, right? I would say so. Uh-oh. Get them. Get the Borg. Alright, are they running away? They're not. Just a second. Let's go here with them. So yeah, that's finally that's about. There's far more, so many more things that I want to say about Star Trek Discovery. It's bad. Like the ending of the first season is horrible, horrible to say the least. And you just don't get anything This is nice, alright. We got some experience here. Now let's here's a deal that I don't like with this game. And that is the fact, just a second, let's see. Inferior. Let's go after these guys. The fact is that we have there's no opportunity to say, this fleet, please return back to the base of your origin. So this is a home base. Good, we have assigned this one, but I cannot tell him return there right away. Like the button, I say I want to put 2 or 3 shipyards and you know, these umbilicals, what's not, so the upkeep is lower when they're there. So say like, please return to the home base, but that's not possible, not directly. I kind of missed that possibility, but oh well, it is what it is, huh? Let's go and see how we can conquer this part here. We're just going to take their bases. All your bases are belong to us, as they say. Let's see, Volk. Let's build a research station. Investigate gamma aliens. These are fairly tough bases. Did we declare war? Assimilation. What? Oh yeah, this is so stupid. I was there in this system and just threw me out because I was in enemy territory. Ah, shut up. Transwarp conduit and plasma torpedo. Although this sounds interesting. Let's take +5. So yeah, Star Trek Discovery gave me an STD, you know? Here's the deal, the show itself is not bad. Okay, it's not good. It's not horrible. I'm not saying that it's bad because I'm a Star Trek fan and I dislike it. I'm not saying it should do any service to us Star Trek fans. No, like in the sense of just give us the same crap that we are watching for ages. What I say is give us good writing, give us believable acting, give us people that we can, you know, have a connection with. You know, we can say, yeah, I really feel, I understand those guys, I understand that girl, understand that crew, and I empathize with Orca. I keep saying Orca. I guess that's a thing now for me. Game over. So, oh yeah. Oh, let's see. We're going to have a fight. Let's slow this down a little bit, and why not have a fight? This is the first fight. Oh, look at this. They have lasers. Of course, we are going to be victorious, but we are the Borg. Resistance is futile. We will add your biological and technological thingies to our own. Yeah. Should we wait for these guys? Pause. Stop. Nice. It seems to me, I'm not quite certain, but it seems to me that this game is now running better. That the client has been optimized, but we'll have to see how it's going to be feeling within, I don't know, like 200 years from now. But right now it feels really good. So. There we go. And he has to be perfectly honest, as I said before with the Star Trek Discovery. There are so many holes in the entire narration, so many illogical spots, so much poor writing. I mean, yeah, this is... Oh, ho. Let's see, capacity overload. We don't need more energy. Production targets, we could use... Nah, let's not waste our... Let's not waste our influence right now. For some reason, it's not really... We're not getting a lot from it. Farming subsidies. Okay, here is this thingy. Okay. Let's leave it. Let's go. Educational reforms. Why don't we... Yeah, we can... I'm being silly. I'm still having in my mind that everything is influence. This is not. This is good. What do you mean spaceport under attack? Oh. Oh, the spaceport is going to prevail. See? Well, I'm still betting on the spaceport. How come did they went around me? Yeah, that's impressive, I must say. Well done, man. Well done. Okay, research here. Robo type gunboat. Really? What is that? I want to find out. Core sector systems +1. No, this tile blocker. Yes, finally. Yeah, these guys are going to lose. Oh, there did you go? Where did you go? There did you go? Oh, what? Oh, it's a science ship. Guess we need to... Just a second. Guess we need a Borg army as well. Good, let's continue then. Uh-oh. You are not going to make it. Running away. Cowards. I guess FTL drive. FTL just... These guys are not giving up here. Well done. But they almost had it. Really? See this? Wow. Impressive. Okay. You can put a minefield as well, so that's how it works. Oh, interesting. Good. What we got here? Robo-type gunboat. Starbase molecular phase. Yeah, but let's get this baby. Let's see what this gunboat is. Oh, let's see it here. What? Huh? Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Ship design? Coon. I don't see the gunboat. I don't get it, but... Okay, let's leave this and continue. Let's just leave this as it is and continue. I have to hesitate a little bit and do not, I don't know, I would love to conquer these planets, but the more planets we have, the worse it's gonna get with the research stuff, you know? Okay. Here we go. Let's wait for a second. Alcohol Bay. Tactical drone and answer. Okay, good. Build outpost. Oh, yes, automatic exploration. I didn't notice that. Yes, please go forth and explore automatically. God bless you. I mean, Borg entities may upgrade you. That's good. Let's see what I got here. Research speed, yes. Now, assault army damage is the cheapest one, yes, and that's how we do it. Zero out of 0, I don't get this. This perhaps, oh, we need to be upgrading this one. And here are the transport fleets. Let's merge them and let's get a general. 3 of 9, 2 of 10, 9 of 20. Army damage plus 10. That sounds about right. I like this war score here. I hate this war exhaustion. It's just too stupid. Basically, what happens when you have war exhaustions or exhaustion of 100, you kind of drop out of the war. That's it. What I personally find ridiculous, what one should be having is, for example, oh wait. Do we have any edicts on a planet like in Matrix side? No, we don't. That's a shame. Subsidies, yeah, no, we'll leave this. We'll leave this as it is. And build mining stations. Okay, come here and bombard. Good. Transport fleet, come here, enter orbit. Yep. I wonder how good or bad this is going to work out for us. Physics Lab 3. Oh, we are maxed out. Let's expand. Since we maxed out, right? Oh yeah, totally forgot this little detail here. Good. It's always looking quite good. Now let's see how Kobali are doing. Where is the transport fleet? Oh, here they come. You will be assimilated. Sit pause for a second. Starbase capacity +1. Adaptive armor. Let's go with this one. Let's see how this is going to look now. Good. We have assimilated them. Now let's see what we have here. Applicant armories fail. Okay. Research alternatives. Yes, we like that one. Oh, we have more. Leader experience gain. Yes, please. And let's take this one as well. Excellent. You know, I wish you could share with everybody how amazing it is to have the ability to assimilate. Come guys, you're gonna love this. Hang on, we're gonna be attaching these guys to this fleet. Okay, 10,000 in the complex. Where are the Borg? Like they are migrating. Good. I like the Borg. Excellent. Oh, wait. Already? Oh, that's a good thing. Okay, focus, focus, focus. Where are you? What do we need to do? Let's get this planet. And tada. So, bionutrients. Oh, they are not happy at all. How about the armies? Nope. No joy there. Okay, what do we got here? Enter orbit. Good. Now, ancestral data archive, very nice. Heavy duty measurement, object arms, yada yada yada. Improved assimilation. That sounds good. That sounds about right. What are you going to do here? Okay, I guess you will manage to. Come on. Physics Lab 3. Oh, I love this. How can you say no to this? Okay, where were we? Good, we need to get here. Alright, well, this is looking fairly good for the time being, for the starters, you know, and I hope you are enjoying this. I've been playing Borg for a while, and I'm gonna be, and this was set on insane difficulty. Yes, let's see how this is going to work out. If we die, we'll die. You know, there's a mistake that I make, and I keep making it, which is not pushing these ships to its extreme Adaptive armor. Pyramid. That's sweet. Minerals. Plus 10%. That's sweeter. Boom, let's go. Yes. We'll send these guys here. So here we go, let's pause for a second. Mark 25 warp sensor. Fleet maneuvers. Okay. One region. They have been changing these ascension perks, by the way, in case you haven't noticed, and they're different for everybody, of course. I was just checking in the playing in my robotics playthrough, which was not bad, but people love Star Trek New Horizons much more, which I can only understand. Like World Shaper is something different. You can have one to three additional tiles. I'm really wondering what to do, because command limit is naval capacity. This is our command limit plus 50. That would be a neat one at the very beginning. Yeah. This is all very... It'll take technological ascendancy plus 10%. Hey ho. That's how it is. That's how it should be. Good. We have the Borg. We are the Borg. Okay. Let's see how things are moving on. That's a fleet. Let's go here. Oh, come on. What are you doing? Are you upgrading or what? Construction. Whoa. Oh, look at this. Look at this little burger. He separated us from the others.
Construction complete.
We are playing the fastest. It's a little bit slower. No, it's actually decently slower than the vanilla apocalypse. Well, hey, that's how it is.
Research complete.
Alrighty then.
Initiated.
Tough time choosing where to go with this one. Let's take the cheap one, 360 actually. Why am I even thinking that should have been the first choice? Hydroponics bay. Let's do this as well. Okay, so we have ignored the outpost in order to get this fella here ASAP. And he runs off, which is smart in his case. Frustrating in hours. And let's update. I guess this would be... it's not bad that we have a first war, and that's okay that they're here around us, so we can get them quite easily. Boom. Okay. Oh, come on, game. Don't stutter to me. Exercise again, okay. And this one. Minerals plus 10%. Sounds good. This all is also very neat, but will take starbase capacity 365. Good. Very nice. Wish we could speed this up a little bit, but we cannot. Okay, what edict has expired? Oh. Looking good. Whoa. There was a lot of promoted, suddenly promoted fellas. All right. Oh. God damn. Let's see what the situation is here. Alright, I guess we should be approaching to the very end of the exhaustion. Uh-oh, come on. This is cat and mouse play, right? Okay, energy. I think we're gonna be wrapping it up pretty soon. I just wanted to open up with another Star Trek Borg episode because I kinda missed that thing. That thing is glorious. Glorious. Mining stations and research stations. What else we got? We got a construction ship here. Nonsense. Let's put one here. Oh, one here as well. Good, what can we do here? We can upgrade these things actually, which is awesome, these consoles. Let's see. Another project with aliens. Let's research them as well. Boom. Let's try and catch these guys, huh? With a little bit of luck, they are running away.
First contact protocol initiated.
Oh, Bania. Diplomacy is irrelevant. Good. We actually agree upon this one. Oh, very, very nice.
Construction complete.
I don't know what to get here. It's central fabrication. Transport, orbital transport center. Maturation. Maturation chamber, yes. Yes, please, that's it. That's what I was looking for. Exactly. I don't like the fact that they always run away. Let's take food plus 5%. I don't know why we need it, but let's just take it. Clear this and clear that. Let's finish this war. It's starting to get obnoxious. Pulse wave torpedo, plasma torpedo, Parisium. Let's go with this beautiful purple thingy. That's enough. They'll be attacking all the freaking time. Plus 5. Boom. Okay. Where is it? It's Kabali. Build stuff here as well. Huh. Alright. Let's see. Let's get this system conquered and we'll be on our way, as the saying goes. Fleet command limit 30. Oh, I love this screenshot. Well, let's take the cheapest stuff first. Huh? Alright. Interesting. Oh. So yeah, as I've said, I'm sorry about the last week. There's been a lot of work, and you know, I am the majority of the time tired as a dog. Holy, oh my god, look at this. Look at this Hakonian lady. Looks like a drag queen. Okay. Oh my god.
First contact protocol initiated.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Where are you? She died? He died? How come? I thought Borg would not die.
Research complete.
Let's see. Research. Oh my god, I almost fell asleep. I'm that tired. That's horrible. That's horrible. What the hell with this? Let's do this properly. And let's go back to... They must be dealt with. Bonelli. Okay, we will deal with them. In this new games, there's a lot of spawning of pirates and stuff like that. You know, they just want to keep it real, as they say. I guess. Come on, what? Why haven't you... I sent you to bombard this one. Did I click? No, apparently I have not. Good. It's a shame that the fleets don't have the ability to refill transport fleets as well. And exhaustion, war exhaustion, it's just this horrible concept. When you reach 100, you just have to give up. I would never say so. I would say, okay, when you reach 100, be punished in terms of reduced mineral income, reduce energy credits, yada yada, reduce everything and just say, okay, make it tire one out and not, you know, I have lost huge swaths of land just because the stupid game decided, oh, you're too tired now to keep, you know, running. And I was like, I had a superior fleet that would just, you know, defeat the enemy and whatnot, and then that happened. But that's how it is. These games and these nuts.
Construction complete. Research complete.
Hey, just a moment. Let's see if we can at least get this one. Diplomacy is relevant. Oh my god. Oh my god. Casus belly. This is real bad. I haven't been upgraded anything. And this is, I can't build population, of course. Yeah, I forgot about that one. We had the Borg, only robots can build. Pulse wave torpedo. Minesweeper, omnidirectional impulse array, alright. Core sector systems +1 sounds good. Tactical drone also sounds good. There goes one. Where's the rest of these guys? Come on, hustle up. Unique complex. Good. Ooh. Good. That should be sufficient for the time being. Some more bonus points, and this is it. I think we have just won the game against Kawama. Good, so where are we? Here we are. Tactical drone, hydroponic spray. Let's do this. Yeah, I think this is it. We have, oh, and that little detail there, yeah. Should give us 100% total. Come on, we need to wrap this up. Oh god, I am really tired as a dog, and I have to get up and start working, otherwise I'll fall asleep. Whew. Yeah. But you know, here's the deal: you have to find time for anything that's important. If you want to do these YouTube videos, you have to do that as well. If you want to do something else, you know, along the way, just do it. You know, do it. Or just talk about, just man up and do it. Okay, we got some bump. We're gonna click. Diplomacy is relevant. We will bury you. We'll need to set up specific feats for specific tasks. With now, where do we go with this guy? See if we can win against these fellas, of course. Ha. What is this? What is love? Alrighty then. Foreign empire claims our system? No way. Really? Come on, catch up with them. Stand tight. Hold fast, man. But those running buggers are fast. They are fast, really. Don't believe how fast they are. Let's take this one. And where's the transport fleet? Now let's see where the transport fleet is. Transport fleet should be following these guys always. Also should be, oh, they are. There also should be a way to actually attach a transport fleet to a fleet. You know, like conquest fleet, domination fleet, drum. Nah, that's just fine. Let's try and see what will happen here in the home system of the Krenim. Would have a decent starbase? That's a big one. That's a big starbase right there. Oh, you. Let's see. This one is okay. Okay, here we go. Is this the final conquest? Actually, we can just say settle status quo. Now after this conquest, we're gonna take this plan and just say, okay, that's it. Thank you very much. But yeah, we have to focus on doing other stuff. Transport communication array. Okay, that's it. And now let's see. Just need to take this guy out. Good. Settle status quo. This is a decent piece of real estate we want, right? Building mining stations, going well. Sounds really good. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I would say this is it. Ooh, I apologize for the lack of breath. Maybe I did kind of snooze off and doze off and breathe into the mic. That may have happened. If so, I do apologize. But I'm tired. But this, you know, you want to do something. You have to do it one way or another. I don't care, even if it doesn't. It's not optimal. This wasn't optimal, but yeah, I love these guys. What is this? Oh, Rogue Drone Station. Let's take it out. I forgot about this totally. Speaking of things that we forget, let's get walls. So yeah, as I've said, like I've been working a lot recently, and it messed up my entire schedule. When you're out of the house for 12 hours a day, that's how the Western world functions. If you're out for all that time and you come back, you're so tired, you just fall over. I hope I will start doing some more of my own stuff soon. TM trademark soon, because it's really important, yeah. But yeah, we'll see. Let's get the drones, and let's get the walls, and let's call it Trade Alliance. Yes, it's pyramid now. I'm gonna have to take the pyramid. Okay, there goes the station as well. But yeah, this is looking good. And we have a ship here, building an outpost, a starbase, and we'll have another one. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of things you can. But we are in the plus here anyway, so hell yeah. Good. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yep. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just let me stop here right away and pause it actually, and let me thank you for your time, your patience, and watching this show. I hope you liked it. It's gonna be an insane setting. It's gonna be tough. Let's see about the war, their superior equivalent, yada yada yada. We have to build ships, we have to upgrade our fleets. Now that's one. Oh, here's something before we start. We go away. Let's just why is this all... This is kind of weird. Let's say add ship design. Let's add a cone. Sounds about right. Let's reinforce all. Good, we need more fleets. We need to build them, and they need to survive the encounters. So it means like we'll have to be, you know, doing the death train. Maybe it will no longer death blob, death fleet, but that death train is gonna be. So yeah, they're gonna be following us all over the place. So yeah, I don't think this was an all too shabby beginning and opening. You know, we kind of helped ourselves with this part of a Kobali Empire. Not bad. Just a second, what was that? 148. Good. So, this is it. I hope you liked this one. If you did, please, you know, hit like, subscribe, share. Spread the love, tell everybody you know about this one, that this is the most amazing thing since, what is this doing? Fission reactor. Since, what you call it, sliced bread. Keys on 6 try to claim our empire, ha ha ha. Noobs. And these are, yeah, we can't really figure these guys out. We'll visit them soon in greater numbers. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this. I hope you liked it, and as I've said before, and I'll repeat many times, hit like, subscribe if you haven't, so share with your friends, you know, just put it out there, and so people might see it, might comment, enjoy, or get a good laugh from this. So yeah, and I will be trying to get more stuff soon and to be regular again, which is very, very important for everything in life. And you know, these borders should be a little bit thinner. It's too thick. So yeah. Well, once again, thank you very much for watching this, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye bye.